to get your attention one more time. 10 pounds, 10 inches, and 10 days. Are you sick, tired of being sick and tired? Well, we have the answer for you. Standing here right beside me, Miss Brenda Diagraph is back. Raheem is here. We're going to have a ball in this hour, and here's what we're going to do. We're using the air climber. Miss Brenda has been the star of over 150 videos. She literally has been the aerobic champion, and also she's absolutely passionate about getting us moving, and you literally created this out of your own need.
Absolutely. This is the air climber. It's actually found in 34 different countries. What's great about it, it arrives 100% assembled. You pull it out of the box, you start stepping up and down, and you realize you're stepping on a cushion of air. It's air underneath your every step. Helps you get a cardiovascular fat-burning workout, tones your entire body from head to toe, and it even works your abs without having to get down on the floor to do crunches.
It's on sale today at $13.10, and without my calculator, I can tell you with that $5 off coupon, that's $8.10. I was just referred to as a human abacus. Oh, anyway, I think this is a great bracelet. This is great for a young lady. This is great as a gift idea. This is great if you love elephants. This is great if maybe you want a little good luck. You never know. That's what the legend says with the upturned trunk. They also say elephants never forget, so maybe I should be wearing this. I have a terrible memory. We're going to take a brief pause. We'll show you some great things still yet to come, and we'll see you back here in a few minutes.
That was 23 years ago, and I have since completed 2 master's degrees, and I'm now Chief of Staff at the National Stroke and Quality of Life Institute, and helping other stroke survivors and their families
well,
deal with
that speaks for
stroke.
itself. It sounds like you've done extremely well.
Yes. This brought me, my whole life's work is this.
Yeah, yeah.
And this brought me to a caring and compassionate point in my life to deal with my heart.
Yes, yes. Well, you know, it's not unusual, and I certainly relate to what you're saying. Having been in a very similar situation years ago when I was a young medical student, it does change you in a very profound way, and it does give you a different perspective on life and on being in touch with those special things inside, the things that we all take for granted that are so important. Now, the book, Return to Ithaca, it was actually a journal. Is that right? You just you kept a journal.
It started as a journal. It was started the first month after I had the stroke, even though I couldn't speak. And it was filled with misspellings and filled with poor grammar. I had to learn the inner me.
Hello, and welcome to Ballot 2008. I'm Janet Sawyer. Ballot is Central Florida's most tenured candidate forum. Produced in cooperation with the League of Women Voters, we're bringing you candidates running for office across Central Florida. Now, in this edition, we're refocusing on the race for the State House District 40. District 40 takes in 2 areas of Orange County, Dr. Phillips in the southwest and as far as Belle Isle in the northeast. There are 2 candidates in the running for the seat, Republican Eric Eisnagel and Democrat Todd Christian. Now, in a moment, we'll meet our panel of local experts who'll be asking the questions. But first, the candidates have up to 1 minute to make an opening statement. Now, before the program started, we drew straws to decide the order. And we start with Todd Christian. Todd Christian, you have 1 minute.
Thank you, Janet. I'm Todd Christian.
This week, Osceola County Commissioners approved plans for a mega development that will bring 13,000 homes to an area near Kissimmee and St. Cloud. The 6,000-acre project will be built on ranch land west of Canoe Creek Road near the Florida Turnpike. In about 18 months, the developer expects homes to begin popping up near Lake Toho. A new mall, schools, and more roads will soon follow. The project is the largest of 6 that are being planned for the Lake Toho area. Long-term, they will create what amounts to a new city filled with more than 100,000 people. Osceola County's decision comes in the same week that a new report claims supply of new homes is outpacing demand in Central Florida. And builders are actually cutting back. To talk more about the new projects and the impacts of the planned growth, Osceola County Commissioner Bill Lane joins us now. These development projects fall into his district. Growth Management Director Jeff Jones is also here. Gentlemen, good to see you both.
Good to see you.
With you, Bill, you're a proponent of the plan.
Instead of having little developments with no connectivity, we have got it right. We have some planners that have got it. We've got a great staff at the county that works with our planners to make sure that we have at least 55% of the land is set aside for open space. In other words, we're not going to put development on every...
So there'll still be some open areas there.
55%, some places more.
Tell them if they buy it, when they come down to pick it up, I'll give them the $5. I will. $145. Will they go $145? $145? All right. Now tell them I'm a man of my word. I'll write it on the paper. Yes, $155. $155. I've been taking $10 bids. I just gave this guy. No, I need $155. I have $145. I need $55. We'll go $55. $55. Would he go $55? $55. Yes, $55. I saved my $5. Now $165. Would he tell me $165? $165. $165. Yes. I have $65. I need $75. $175 would have been $175. Where you go? $175. $175. Yes, sir. Yes. Now we're now. $85 now, $185, $185, $185, quickly, $185, Evelyn, $185, you bought it, $175, position number 1 on the little wardrobe. Take a look at this.
Depends on whom I'm working with and the project itself. It's always exciting and it's always a challenge.
Well, here's someone who has inspired you. We've got a special treat because just a little while ago in this very studio we witnessed the performance of a brand new piece of Stella's music. It hasn't yet made its Central Florida debut, and so you're about to hear Dr. Eladio Sharon of the UCF Music Department playing Para las 6 cuerdas.
And I understand that you're now preparing for another transition for Anissa, hopefully.
Yes.
Tell me a little about that.
Go ahead, Charles.
Well,
your turn this time.
Anissa's mom, Tara, is engaged, and at some point in time when she gets married, the transition will be for Anissa to go from our house to her house. I guess the hardest part is going to be for me to cope with that because I've kind of gotten used to her around. So it'll be an empty nest for me, but that's the way we feel it should be. That's the way Tara and her fiance want it, and we think that it'll work out real fine for all of us.
And what are the things that you're doing now to prepare for that? Okay, Anissa, your turn. What do you think about going to live with your mommy? Are you looking forward to that?
Yeah, because I'm going to be a big sister.
You're going to be big sister?
You're going to be
And a brother.
That's a great idea. Have you told your mommy this yet, that you want to be a big sister? Yes?
And I got a friend. And my grandpa and my kid.
We have a special treat coming up for you on January 21st at the Green Meadows Petting Farm. Nick Romeo is here with a lot of the animals that you're going to be able to see on January 21st. We have a goat, a sheep, and some 3-day-old ducklings, is that right?
Right, and
3
some
days
chicks.
old, and some chicks, and a rabbit, the mother rabbit and her babies. You'll be able to see all these kinds of animals. What other kinds of animals do you have for the children to see on January?
They get to go in the baby cow pen, the calf pen, and they get to go in the goose pen and the duck pen, and they get to pick up chickens and roosters, and they get to see our ostriches and our buffalo.
Oh, great.
We have
great.
a lot of large animals and small animals and a lot of newborns.
It sounds like a fun day for the whole family.
Oh, yeah. Everyone enjoys themselves a lot out there.
And a hayride, too, right?
Oh, yes. Milk a cow, pony rides for the kids.
Great. Well, we look forward to seeing you on January 21st with the Kids Club at Green Meadows Petting Farm.
If you're not the landlord, you're not going to make as much money just because you're the tenant. And we need to really analyze that, dissect it, and make sure that if you're going to bulldoze a piece of property, well, maybe it's old, maybe the foundation is not as sound and safe, then make sure that the owner is well compensated for it, just as if you were on the east side of town.
Well, let's go back to Bob Snow. Bob Snow didn't have a lot of money personally. He went to Sunbank, he borrowed the money, and he built what he needed to have built, and the community supported him.
Absolutely, but the minority community can't do that.
Yeah, exactly.
why
That's
is
what I
that?
was going to say.
Why is that?
Did you read the paper just the other day where Nations Bank would not give mortgages to blacks? I mean, that's across the country, and Orlando is the same way. We have a lot of entrepreneurs, blacks, that can do the job, that have their own businesses. But what happens when they go to the banking institutions and ask for a loan, they are denied for whatever reason. They can always come up with some reason. So you're saying Bob Snow. Bob Snow had a privilege that most minorities don't have, and that makes a big difference.
Can I speak to something? She said, Jane said, let's fix that. And I've known Jane for a long time, and that is a great statement. That's a great position to take. And let me tell you who the folks are who can let's fix that. It's the folks who are empowered to do it. Stella probably can do it better than I am. Stella is involved in politics. She's well connected. She does that. I have purposely moved back from that.
Good evening, I'm Jacqueline London. Welcome to How Shall We Grow? If you have been watching us all week, you know that this is your time, the moment reserved for you to collectively provide the critical answers to how shall we grow. Some of you might feel like our area has already reached the saturation point. Others think not. But one thing we know for sure, by the time your preschooler has reached middle age, our population will have doubled. We have an estimate for how many people will be here in 50 years. But what we don't know is where they will be living, how they'll be getting around, and whether there will be any wild areas left for your grandchildren to explore. We are coming to you live from the studios of WMFE TV. And with us tonight are planners, business leaders, political leaders, and people just like you, all of whom are worried about our future. What we are going to do is talk our way through potential futures. We are going to call them models and try to figure out if we should choose one over another, or if maybe we should be working towards some combination of them all. We have also asked 4 community leaders to stand up for one of the 4 models and explain to us why that is the direction of the future. Those representatives are Pat Steed from the Central Florida Planning Council in Polk County. She will be representing the trend scenario this evening.
And Elizabeth Vasquez is with us. Thank you so much for all coming down.
You're welcome.
We appreciate it. Can you tell us something about the Key Club?
Yes, the Key Club of University High School is a community service organization, and we try to help out the community in any way we can.
Well, that's really great. Do you have any special projects that you're working on right now?
Well, yes. This Saturday at Union Park Middle School, we're having a pancake breakfast with the help of the Kiwanis, and at 7 o'clock, so if anybody could come, we would really appreciate it.
Well, that's great. I know you do a lot for the community, and you've come down and answered phones for us several times. We really appreciate your help.
True, you ride the finest horse
I've ever seen. Standing 16, 1 or 2, with eyes wild and green. You ride the horse so well, hands light to the touch. I could never go with you no matter how I wanted to. Ride on, see you. I could never go with you no matter how I wanted to. Ride on, see you. I could never go with you no matter how I wanted to. When you ride into the night without a trace behind, run your claw along my guts one last time. I turn to face an empty space where you used to lie. Look for the spark that lights the night through a teardrop in your eye.